Hi. We're living in a society with global change and new technology development that affects the work-life balance in society. We no longer can state who is the best student, employee, manager, leader, prime minister or parent just by looking at gender. Gender equality in work, education and family life is a new reality, but we have to understand the new reality and learn how to live with it in society. In education in most developed countries have progressed positively, offering equal opportunities today for boys and girls. In the workplace, we are seeing more and more female leaders in business and politics. That is also positive. However, in family life, we are today still living in a shared parenting world with single parenting law, for historical and cultural reasons only. This is no longer in the best interest of the child, families, society and our organizations. The family law is, beyond any doubt, violating the UN Children Convention today. The UN Children Convention Article 2, 3 and 7, as well as the European Human Rights Convention Articles 6, 8, 14 and 17. The documentation and formula is simple. The new shared parenting research documents that shared parenting in general is the best interest of the child. Combined with the human rights conventions, combined with the many specific examples in society, and what we have done is that we have gathered those in the world's first gender equality catalogue for children and fathers. The new shared parenting research, the Human Rights Convention and the Gender Equality Catalogue for Children and Fathers document a governmental responsibility for law reforms. The research on children's health and real life in the Nordic countries today documents that shared parenting is in the best interests of the child. This is due to the increased social relations with more love and contact with two parents for the children. More quality time with also the grandparents and a broader and larger social family. In addition, reasons for this improvement can be more holidays, better children financing and a clear identity for the child of men and women, father and mothers. And most importantly, altogether we see less stress in traditional families and families using shared parenting with equal time at both parents for the children. An example of the research currently is from Sweden, where children research or children health data from all 200,000 children in the age of 12 to 15 has been gathered by the Karolinska Institute. The researchers has analyzed the psychological symptoms of the children and the family forms. The reality and research illustrate that the social relations are of major importance for the children, not just the positive collaboration between parents or the financial situation. Children is simply less stressed in society using shared parenting family forms. A review has also been conducted by Linda Jensen and the International Shared Parenting Research, also concluding that shared parenting and equal time with parents is in the best interest of the child. This as a general rule, even in both conflict and non-conflict families. Linda Jensen concludes from comparison of many different shared parenting studies that first, children that spend equal parenting time fare as well or as better than those in maternal residence, especially in the terms of the quality and endurance of their relationship with their fathers. Secondly, the research documents that parents do not have to be exceptionally cooperative without conflict, wealthy or well-educated, or mutual enthusiastic about sharing the residential parenting for the children to benefit. Third, young adults who have lived in these types of family forms with shared parenting say this agreement and model is in their best interests. This in contrast to those children who have lived singly or only most of the time with one parent, mainly the mother. Fourthly, Jensen concludes, most industrial countries is undergoing a shift in custody law, public opinion and parent decisions, a shift towards more shared residential parenting. With the research serving to inform us, we can work together more effectively and more knowledgeably to enhance the well-being of children whose parents are no longer living together. The aim of the Human Rights Convention is to protect all children and parents against discrimination by gender and other factors such as the family forms today. The conventions also state that all children have the right to know and be cared for by its parents, and that all citizens have the right to respect a family life. All citizens have the right to be able to try the citizens' right in due time, and no countries that apply by the UN Convention of the Child and Human Rights Conventions can make law and practices that violate the conventions. The Human Rights Conventions combined with the shared parenting research is simply today in direct conflict with the current family law and practices in most developed countries today. The family law is based on single parenting in a world living with shared parents. The world's first gender equality catalogue, as we name it, has been prepared and is presented to illustrate the many specific areas in the law and practices that are not in the best interest of the child today. This as a whole in society, but we are still basing the law and the family law on historical and cultural issues. The Gender Equality Catalogue includes 348 examples in the first edition, divided into 12 themes, based on several years of analysis of family law and practices in Denmark. However, it seems from many discussions with shared parenting organizations parents in more than 25 countries that it applies for many or all Western world countries today. Hopefully, the catalogue can be an inspiration for the Council of Europe, the United Nations, and international governments, researchers and educators, experts and politicians for a better understanding of the gender equality challenge within gender equality work. This for sustainable and a success in the work-life balance in society in the future ahead.